And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Cada in at the 5.
It's incredible. Harden's ability to read the floor and find the weakness.
And so it's Boston with it, following the score by Los Angeles. Right side Brown. The 3, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Beal, and then Beal with the dunk.
Oh, the hops from Beal.
Woo! And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Pass to White for 3, and the Celtics another 3.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. He can fit in defensively. He could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Shams, thank you. Now here's Leonard, a proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game. A nice shot by Zubac.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Brown against Leonard. Outside, Brown takes the 3, connects from downtown. Brown's got 6.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Good on the bucket.
His position might be shooting guard, but Beal has no problems taking it inside.
Harden against Pritchard. Pass to Minot from behind the arc. Rebounded by James Harden. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard. Collins outside. Puts it up from 12. He can't get that one to fall. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JV always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you guys.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. White drives in, and here's Brown for 3. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Leonard. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Boston has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Brown against Leonard. Brown, that's good. Brown's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And the basket by Leonard.
Pretty incredible just how great a shooter Kawhi has become. Really one of the best in the league.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Clippers, Jones, he's checked in for Collins. Dunn comes in for Beal. And it's Paul in for James Harden. Inside. Nice ball movement by Boston. 3-pointer. Hauser can't get it to go. Leonard inside. Dunn outside. Jacks up a 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. With 1 on the clock. It doesn't go for him. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Sam Hauser. He's out there with Chris Boucher, and it's Gonzalez in at the 2 spot. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Outside Paul, 5 to shoot. On target from range.
No surprise there from Paul. He's been doing that for 2 decades.
Here's Simons. Knocks down the step-back J. Simons has got his first points of the game.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step-back.
Here's Paul. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. On the wing, Simons. Defended by Jones.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Los Angeles making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Boston making a switch here. Shot from the wing. Count that bucket. And it's 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
Pass to Minot. Back to Brown. And there's a pick. Lets a 3 fly. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
And here's Brown for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Simons has the open look. Boston again missing.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Cadis checked in for Garza. Paul passes to Harden, shoots over Simons, and once again off the mark by Los Angeles. Outside, Brown. Pass to Minot. Outside, Brown. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers. As someone who helped make the game what it is today, what do you think of the modern NBA, Stan?
Well, look, B.A., skill level has never been higher. These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's players.
To halt the run. Oh, look out! JB throwing it down.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
Leonard for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Leonard's got 16 points.
I just love the ball.
And Brown with the stuff.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? And the bucket is good. He's got 18.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Harden. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Queta. Here's Minot. Boston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good.
Line for the Celtics. Minor. 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. And 1:01 left in the first half. Collins a screen. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist by Collins. And the Clippers lead by 12. They double team Brown. Here's Tatum. And he dunks it down.
Savvy. Brown does what he can to help the team win, and he's upgraded his passing.
Collins passes to Beal. Kicks it out to Collins. Paul for 3. Drills it from deep. Paul's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Steps back. Right side Brown. Here's Minot. And Collins with the big block. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Up big because of their three-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. Back to the game after this break.
Thanks for They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
And next up, we have the award winners. And that's a wrap on half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Pass to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
And over time, we've seen Brown ease into accepting more responsibility on offense. He's now a dangerous scorer.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Boston with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Puts up a 3, and he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you guys.
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's White. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Shot to stop the run. And Brown with the layup. Brown's got 16 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Let's see the stat sheet here for Anthony Simons. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. And Harden with the slam.
Just an all-star level talent. I mean, stopping Harden from scoring is almost an impossible task at times.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Celtics trail by 20. Pass to Brown. To the middle. Knocked loose. Zubac with the steal. Pritchard against Harden. And Harden with the slam.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Got a piece of it. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Leonard passes to Harden. Goes back up. Zubac's shot is off.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Brown. Boston again missing.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Leonard for three. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Beal's got 4 assists now tonight.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And here's Brown for three. Collins with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Brown with the steal to the paint to stop the run, and he gets that one. White's got 5 points.
I like that from White, attacking the heart of that defense.
Beal against White. He's still feeling it. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Keita. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Here's Pritchard. He's got a piece of it. And they're able to recover. Nice ball movement by Boston. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Boston also changing it up. Boucher's checked in for Minot. Hauser comes in for Brown. And Simon has subbed in for Derek White. Called. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 12.
How about the savvy of Paul? You'd think the contact would bother him, but CP finds a way.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. Pass to Lopez. The rebound, Celtics. Kid has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Pritchard. An easy 2 on the layup.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Dunn, the pass to Paul. Back to Dunn. To the inside. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Yeah, that's perfect movement from Lopez, finding a soft spot after the screen. He really reads the game well.
Here's Simons. Simons. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding? And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Los Angeles Clippers. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
First personal foul.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the Celtics 5 right now. Sam Hauser out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Garza in at the center position. The drive by Simons. Boom! He jams it straight down.
So quick. Simons using that burst to get to the rim.
Harden from outside. The rebound, Celtics. Baseline jumper. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Nick Batum.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Back to Simons. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Lopez.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And one of the most prolific offensive players of his era, James Harden. The Beards led the league in assists and scoring, and very few guys can say that.
Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. The Celtics also with a sub. Kate is checked in. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. With the step back, Simons. Rebounded by Chris Paul. Paul's got 4 rebounds now. Harden fires away from outside, and it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Another shot. Here's Simons. Buries it down low. Simons got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Harden against Brown. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
They're taking over this one in effortless fashion. When Brown is cooking like this, keep working the ball to him.
Jones sets a screen. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Zubac, he's checked in for Lopez. Collins comes in for Jones. And it's Bradley Beal in for Chris Paul. Boston also changing it up. Minot's checked in for Boucher. White comes in for Hauser. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Simons.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Leonard fires! The triple drop!
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pritchard surviving the D. From downtown, Zubac pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 17. Now Leonard. For 3. Rebounded by Pritchard.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
JB showing off those handles. That was a weakness of his early on. Now it's a strength.
Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Leonard! 19-footer is good!
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Harden with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Clippers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And what a huge performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Outside White. Back to Brown. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Misses the 3. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Leonard outside. To the middle. Ooh, poked away. White with the steal. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well.